It looks like one of the sweetest crops to grow in Zimbabwe, literally. Juicy, red, and always in demand. Every December, social media fills with photos of farmers showing off their huge watermelons, claiming quick profits and easy money. But behind the sweet success lies a bitter truth few ever talk about. This is the dark truth about watermelon farming in Zimbabwe nobody tells you. In Zimbabwe, watermelon is seen as a fast, profitable summer crop. Farmers are told, plant in October, harvest by Christmas, and sell for big money. They say 1 hectare can yield 20 to 30 times, and each melon can sell for $1 to $2. It sounds like a no-brainer, quick returns, easy profits, minimal inputs. But what they don't tell you is that watermelon farming in Zimbabwe is one of the most deceptive, easy money traps in agriculture. Before your first fruit ripens, your expenses have already piled up. To grow 1 hectare of watermelon, you need around 2,000 to 3,000 per hectare before you even sell a single melon. The hidden truth, watermelon only looks cheap until you start growing it seriously. Watermelons love the sun, but in Zimbabwe, the sun can turn deadly. Temperatures above 35 degrees during fruiting cause the melon to burn, crack, and dry inside. And heavy rains, they bring fungal diseases that rot the fruit from the bottom. Without drip irrigation and mulch cover, your field can be destroyed in days. And most small-scale farmers rely on unpredictable rainfall, turning their investment into pure gambling. Melons attract every pest you can think of: aphids, beetles, and even nematodes in the soil. Diseases like powder mildew can silently wipe out an entire field. The leaves curl, the fruit stops growing, and by the time you realize it, it's too late. This is the part seed companies never mention: the endless chemical cycle that drains farmers dry. When the vines turn yellow and the fruits thumps with that perfect sound, you think your time has come. But here comes the harsh truth. Watermelons are heavy, bulky, and spoil fast. A single fruit can weigh 8 to 12 kilograms, meaning transport costs shoot through the roof. Without cold storage or shed, melons start rotting within days. In Zimbabwe seed, the shelf life of watermelon is short, and the rest to sell before rot sets in is brutal. Every December, farmers from Gokwe, Mwenezi, and Beitbridge flood the market at the same time. Trucks pile up at Marimusika, Bulawayo, and Mutare markets. When supply explodes, prices crash. The $4 melons become $2 or $1 or worse, unsold. Middlemen, the makoronyera, buy at throwaway prices and resell in cities for huge profits. Meanwhile, farmers are left stranded, sometimes dumping rotting melons by the roadside. The market doesn't reward the one who grows best, it rewards the one who plants best. Let's break it all down. If you spend $2,500 per hectare and sell melons for $1 each, you will need to sell at least 2,500 melons just to break even. But after spoilage, transport, and unsold fruits, most farmers barely sell half that. The painful truth, most watermelon farmers lose money, but few admit it publicly. Another silent killer for profits, soil fatigue. Once you grow watermelon on the same land twice, yield drop dramatically. Pests and diseases remain in the soil, waiting for the next crop. Without crop rotation and soil tests, each season gets worse. But seed companies never tell you that watermelon needs fresh, rested land every year or yield collapse. Watermelons are fragile. They can't be thrown or stirred too high. They crack easily. That means fewer fruits per truck and higher transport costs. If one cracks, it spoils the rest. And without cold storage or shaded sheds, melons can spoil within 48 hours of harvest. It's a race against time, and most farmers lose. But some Zimbabwean farmers have cracked the watermelon code. They plant off-season between March and June when few others are growing. They use drip irrigation, plastic mulch, and organic manure to control moisture and weeds. They sign supply contracts with supermarkets and wholesalers instead of gambling at open market. These farmers treat watermelon farming like a business, not a lottery. So, what's the dark truth about watermelon farming in Zimbabwe? It's not that watermelons can't make money, it's that most farmers are sold a dream, not the reality. They underestimate costs, they overplant during peak seasons, they ignore storage, transport, and timing. The result, huge losses hidden behind those beautiful photos on social media. The real truth, success in watermelon farming doesn't come from the fruit, it comes from understanding the market behind it. If you want to succeed in watermelon farming in Zimbabwe, plant off-season, be different from the crowd, use drip irrigation, control water and quality, rotate crops yearly, protect your soil, target contracts, supermarkets, lodges or exporters, invest in shed and storage, don't let your harvest rot before payday. Because in modern Zimbabwe, farming is no longer just about planting, it's about strategy, timing, and business intelligence. Watermelon farming can still change lives, but only for those who respect the risks and plan with wisdom. This has been Profit in Zim, revealing the untold truths about Zimbabwe's farms. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real stories from the ground.